On the 24th of March 2020, news broke that the Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, Abba Kyari, tested positive to the novel coronavirus.
Now, TVC News has confirmed independently that the Chief of Staff to the President, Abba Kyari, has tested positive for the coronavirus.
The test for the President was necessitated after his Chief of Staff, Abba Kyari, tested positive for COVID-19 on Monday.
Malam Kyari later confirmed to have contracted the virus, saying he would be moved to Lagos for other tests and management. Just after Nigeria recorded its first case of the deadly virus on the 27th of February 2020, Abba Kyari had visited Germany and Egypt in company of the Minister of Power, Salem Maman, where they met Siemens officials over a power deal that was signed by the company. Kyari returned to Nigeria on the 14th of March and participated in a couple of official functions and ceremonious engagements, which had prominent persons in attendance. Anonymous sources in March 2020 revealed that Abba Kyari was sighted at Wellington Hospital in London receiving medical treatment, as his condition was said to be deteriorating owing to the deadly virus. Wellington Hospital happens to be the largest independent hospital in the United Kingdom and part of HCA International Hospital Group. Source explained that Kyari was initially moved to Lagos for treatment before it was decided that he should be flown to London. According to the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, the son of Atiku Abubakar, its presidential candidate, had tested negative 3 weeks after he tested to have contracted the virus. The PDP Publicity Secretary Kola Olobodinyo said in quotes, "He has been removed from the isolation center," end of quotes. Similarly, about 2 weeks after the governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed, tested positive for COVID-19 infection, the governor announced via his Twitter handle that he had recovered from the disease. The tweet reads, "Alhamdulillah, I just received the green light of my second test for COVID-19 returned negative. I thank you all for your prayers and support, even while I was in isolation. Most importantly, all the praise and thanks be to Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful," end of quote. Governor Seyi Makinde, who tested positive to the deadly virus on the 30th of March 2020, had since recovered as well, about a week after. Makinde in an interview said in quote, "There are local solutions to boost immunity. Our people should not fret. Just as I have been able to get the virus out of my system, so will it be for majority of our people," end of quote. The octogenarian, who was neither taken to the isolation center in Abuja, disclosed through a statement of his supposed whereabouts, which reads in quotes, "I am writing to let you know that on medical advice, I will transfer to Lagos later today for additional tests and observation. This is a precautionary measure. I have made my own care arrangement to avoid further burdening the public health system, which faces so many pressures, like many others that will also test positive. I have not experienced high fever or other symptoms associated with this new virus, and I have been working from home. I hope to be back at my desk very soon." The most influential aide to the president was reportedly transported to Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, in an air ambulance. Despite the suspension of local and international flights, news media reported Kyari's arrival. But the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, said he does not know where Abba Kyari was. He said in quotes, "We are exchanging information, but I have not asked him for his location. He seems very well and happy, and we are exchanging information on strategic issues. It's been a long time we talked about his health. I presume he has made a full recovery," end of quote. Judging from the letter by Abba Kyari, the questions that come to mind is the president's chief of staff being managed at a private hospital? Considering the fact that private hospitals cannot treat this highly infectious disease without authorization from the Lagos state government. Kyari, having categorically stated in his letter that he has made his own care arrangement to avoid further burdening the public health system, which faces so many pressures. Perhaps rules may have been broken for the strongest aide to Muhammadu Buhari, considered as de facto president. Kyari's absence and silence over his COVID-19 status has also begun to give credence to reports that he is not in Lagos as presumed and widely reported, since the Lagos state government clearly has no idea where he is. The good news is that sources have informed Root TV Nigeria that as at today, 17th April 2020, Abba Kyari is in the presidential villa and he is set to resume work on Monday, 20th of April 2020. But this has not been confirmed. It has been over 3 weeks since news media reported that the president's chief of staff tested positive for COVID-19. Health matters are not things people should be unsympathetic about, but we wish Malam Abba Kyari well.